my name is Luke Spencer, and today I'm going to be giving a demonstration video on how to change a tire, flat tire on the side of the road, tire bust. You're going to know how to do it after watching this video. So here is my audience. Now there's three things you're going to need when changing a flat tire. First thing, of course, is going to be your tire. Second thing is a wrench, and the third is the jack. Alright, so the first step you're going to do when changing your tire, you're going to take your wrench and you're going to break all the lug nuts. So that means loosen them up.
What if they're too tight? You can't break them.
Now if you're not strong enough to break a lug nut, the best way to do that is by putting it in place like that and pushing down with your foot to break it loose to where you can eventually unscrew it. So go around, make sure that all your lug nuts are loose. And they are. Just double check with your hand. Alright. Now the second step, we're going to jack up the car. Now when you're looking for the best place, you're going to have to get under the car and check and make sure that it's a sturdy part that supports the car. Now, I've already found this spot for the sake of the video. And you're going to go ahead and we're going to start lifting it. Now it will take you a couple pumps to get it up high enough to where you can eventually unscrew the lug nuts and take off your tire. The best way to know that you're high enough, the car is high enough, is to give the tire a spin. Once you can spin the tire, that's how you know you can now take off the lug nuts and take your tire off. So now that it's spinning, we're going to go ahead and finish taking off these lug nuts. So remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Let's take these boys off. Now this probably is the most time consuming part when changing your tire. So just bear with me. The tire will move a little bit when you're doing this. It's okay. It's perfectly normal. Go ahead and get them all the way off like that. You get to a point where you don't need the wrench anymore. You can use your hand and just loosen them. You get them off there. Okay. Here comes the last one. Now we're ready to take the tire off now that all the lug nuts are gone. So you're going to pull out on the tire, and there it goes. Put that away, and here comes our spare tire that we're going to put on and replace it with. Now you got to line it up just right. It'll take you a second. There you go. Once these are sticking out, that's when you know that you've lined it up correctly. So once you've got the tire back on, we're going to go ahead and put the lug nuts back on. Again, righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's a little hot out here, it's summer. That's alright, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're changing the tire. Now you want to make sure that you get the lug nuts straight in, because sometimes they will go sideways and won't screw in correctly. So you got to make sure that the tire is up flat. If you got to use your leg and your hand, that's fine. Go ahead, just remember, never get under the car, because that jack is not safe. It's just for temporary use. So, 2 more lug nuts here. And I think the last one's behind me here. You grab it. And we are just about done with changing our tire. It's really not that hard. It's just all about getting these lug nuts on and off. And of course your tire. So now we're going to put these lug nuts back on. We're going to screw them tight. And again, the tire will spin on you, of course, but just hold it in place. Now I do have a pretty bad story about one time. My cousin and I were driving home. It's Christmas time, cold, and probably negative temperatures. You know, not something you want to be out in. And we were in a construction zone, and turns out we had a flat. Well, we look in the back. Oh, it's fine. We're going to change it. We got a flat tire. No big deal. We're two strong guys. Well, turns out there's no spare tire. So you always want to make sure you're prepared to have a spare tire, because it was cold. Alrighty. Now go ahead and check with your hand, make sure you got all these lug nuts on here decently tight. Then you're going to go over to your jack, and you're going to lower it, lower the car that is. Go ahead like that. Take it down slow, not too fast. And that should be all the way. You can see the jack going down there. So now just your spare tires on. And the last thing you do when changing your tire is tighten them down as tight as you can once you have it off the jack. So you're going to push down, put all your body weight into it, and get them all as tight as you can. That way you can be sure that the tire's not going to fly off. This is the last step to changing your tire. Got the last one here, and then we're ready to roll. And that's it. Now we have our spare tire, lug nuts on, everything's good to go, you're ready to drive again. Thank you.